Now, Dungeons & Dragons is the most popular tabletop role-playing game, but how do you even go about playing it? There's so many books and rules and playable races and classes and oh god, it's just very confusing. But honestly, it's really simple, and in this series I'm hoping to make it more approachable. For starters, let's talk about the basics. Dungeons & Dragons is a pen and paper RPG where one player takes on the role of the Dungeon Master, or DM, while the other players take on the role of adventurers. The DM is essentially the narrator of the story. Now later on in the series, we'll go more in depth on the DM, but I just want to say that it can sound very, very stressful. You have to deal with NPCs and enemies, and deal with all the other players' shenanigans, and all this stupid crap they want to do. But honestly, it's not that hard. You just gotta roll with what the players do and provide them with a challenge. Now the other players play as the adventurers. They are the main characters, or heroes, or maybe even villains of the story. These players make a character using a character sheet by picking from the different races and classes in the player's handbook. The character the players play is only limited by their imagination. It can be anything from a raging half-orc barbarian, or a frail old human wizard, or even like, I don't fucking know, like a crow rogue who can only repeat what other people say. It's kinda, there's a lot of weird shit in D&D. Each character has 6 different stats that are rolled for during character creation. They are Strength, Dexterity, Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma, and each stat has different skills that are correlated with it. These can range from how much a character knows about the arcane, to how well they can do a really fucking cool backflip. During the course of the game, players are going to have to make things called skill checks. These are things that they roll to determine if they can do different tasks, like lying to someone or convincing someone to help them, or maybe, like, doing that cool backflip we talked about. The DM decides when a skill check should be rolled, what skill is being used, and how difficult the check is. When making a skill check, a player rolls a 20-sided die and then adds their skill bonus to the roll, and the DM typically decides how difficult that's going to be. That's the basics of D&D. Next time we're going to go more in depth with character creation.